boys and girls. It's been a long time since we've been together. I miss you all so much. I thought today that I would read you a story, and the character in the story we've met before in another story that I told you a long time ago. So when you're watching and listening, see if you can figure out who the character is. You're also going to hear lots of rhyming words in here, and it's okay to practice saying the rhyming words that you hear. I'm going to ask you some questions, and you can just say the answer out loud. Your mom and dad can listen, or your brother and sister. But I hope you enjoy the story today. Our story is called Bear Snores On. Everybody knows what snoring means. Practice that sound at your house right now. Now, before I start, I want to review the parts of a book. I hope everybody remembers what this part of the book is called. Go ahead and say it now. That's right, it's called the cover. And if this is the front cover, what do we call this part of the book? That's right, it's called the back cover. And then all books have this little part right here. It has a funny name. Do you remember what this is called? Go ahead and say that. The spine, it's the spine of the book. And then remember that every book is written by somebody called an author. The author is the one who writes the words, and the author of this book is Karma Wilson. Somebody else drew the picture. That's the illustrator. And the illustrator is Jane Chapman. All right, let's get started. Oh, one more part of the book we don't want to forget. Do you remember what this is called? Go ahead and say it. Title page, that's right. That's in case the book loses the cover. We'll always remember what our book is called. Bear Snores On. In a cave, in the woods, in his deep dark lair, through the long cold winter, sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. That's the part of the book that you can repeat. Bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse, pitter-pat tiptoe, creepy crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dark. So he lights wee twigs with a small, hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" And the hare hops in. "Yo, Mouse," says the hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps and hare burps big burps. But the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by and snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums. Perhaps we can share." "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down, and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew chomp crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night, what a storm," and everybody clutters in the great bear's den. Look at all his friends who've come. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter, but the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. He's so tired he doesn't hear anything. Hare stokes the fire. Mouse seasons the stew. Then a small pepper fleck makes the bear, remember those dots right there, it makes the bear, achoo! He blows and he sneezes and the whole crowd freezes. Uh-oh, they just woke him up. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls. Bear roars and he rumbles. Bear jumps and he stomps. Bear growls and he grumbles. Make some grumbling noises. He's not very happy he got woke up. You've snuck in my lair and you've had all the fun, but me, I was sleeping and I've had none. And he whimpers and he moans. He wails and he groans. And the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks. Don't fret. Don't futz. Look, see? We can pop more corn and we can brew more tea. Bear gulps. Bear gobbles. He sighs with delight. And then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. That means he was telling them stories. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. Now, hopefully you recognize Bear from another story we read when he was stuck out in the storm. Take a minute and tell your parents or yourself or your brother or sister who were some of the other characters in the story. That's right, Bear and Rabbit, well they called him Hare, Raven and Mole and Raccoon. Some of these same characters were in the story that I told you when he was stuck in the storm. The next thing I want you to do is talk about the setting. Where does this story take place and when? What time of the day and where are they? That's right. It takes place at night when Bear is sleeping, although he sleeps during the day too. And it's in his den. Bears live in a den. If you said cave, that's okay too, because it kind of looks like a cave. Okay, and now here's the part that's going to take a little bit longer. I want you to say what happens at the beginning of the story, what happens in the middle, and how does our story end? Good. The story begins with Bear asleep in his cave. In the middle of the story, all his different friends are coming in out of the storm to get some food and have some fun together and eat together. And it ends when Bear is awake and all his friends are asleep. I hope you've enjoyed this story. I'm hoping to read you a few more. And if you want to read a story and somebody record it and send it to me, that would be great. I miss you all so much.